Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged. They cannot stand losing to each other. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly it has played a significant part in the history of the English game.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Bebeto! That's a shade optimistic. Rijkaard wins the duel this time.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his...
And Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So, a breakthrough already. Can he get on the end of this? It's a pretty loose pass. Valverde. Now it's Batistuta. And he gets rid in a hurry. A corner it is then. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Dani Olmo. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. De Ligt. Goulet. Now it's Batistuta. And it's made its way to
Oh,
him.
great feat, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Batistuta. Goulart cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes. Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Batistuta. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Serginho. And he's managed to get free. Good read, needed to be. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Bebeto! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Decent progress down the left. Can he get it through? And this is Batistuta. Valverde. Arda Güler. That is a crunching tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's there to belt it away. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Güler. And it's Roberto. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pass somewhat off target. Aim forwards. And it's Arda Güler. Roberto. Now Mbappe. And that's gone loose. Pedri. And it's Serginho. He's given the time to pick a pass. And Dijk calmly anticipates. Costa Curta. Pedri. And the pass is intercepted. Saliba. Serginho. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He has found the way through. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Dani Olmo. And this is Batistuta. He's got away. Goes for a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. No, he's not getting his way this time. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Pedri. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that is a little undercooked. Serginho. And it's Arda Güler. Mbappe! He is through. Shoots! It's there! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
There will be one
Manchester United get themselves back into contention. And a chance! Dani Olmo, and the first 45 minutes are up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Substitution.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Not the most accurate pass. Dani Olmo. Oh, it's Bebeto. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Serginho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. And this is Batistuta. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A mere formality. Nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Great vision. And he's picked out the run. Bebeto is on his own. He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Arsenal take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the through ball. And this is Batistuta. Well, that pass isn't the best. Güler. Tries from a... It's bounced back off the post. There's the crossfield ball. Now that's well seen too. Batistuta looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench and he needs to act quickly.
Nicely worked. A header! And yes, it's there! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. It'll be a throw-in. Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? Gets his head on it! Oh, taken with style! Right back in the game! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Yeah, he produced a terrific header, but his last-minute burst forward worked a treat when everyone else was waiting to see where the ball was likely to arrive.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And the shot has another go! Really well taken goal. What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room.
Shot a goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Dani Olmo. Arda Güler.
Arsenal really deserve full marks for effort, though. It's clear they want to win this.
He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Dani Olmo goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Manchester United have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. Corner number 2 then. Dani Olmo with the short one. Güler clears. That has been cut short. That has been slung wide. That's gone for a throw-in. Güler. Lobbed in behind. Ter Stegen. And it's Arda Güler. Engages and forces him off the ball. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to get it clear. Valverde. And it's Valverde. Goulet looking understandably energised after his goal. Into the last 5 minutes. Well, there's the clearance. And they're back on the ball again. Valverde. Batistuta. He's in space and looking for options. Aimed in towards the centre.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Over to the left. Now it's Mbappe. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Big chance! Oh, yes! It's there! Late in the day! This could well be it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Can he finish? Oh, and again! And it's in! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
That is a great pick out. And Batistuta! And what a finish that might have been. So we are still all square, but you have to say how different things might have been.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 8, Roberto.
No winner in
Number
90,
17,
30 more to come.
Mbappe. Number
Manchester
5,
United pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal
Number
time.
7,
Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious?
Coming on the field, number 13, Guti. Number 99, Son Heung-min.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Yamal. Number 20, Van Nistelrooy. Number 6, Pedri. Substitution in progress.
Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And it didn't take him long, just sitting on the bench and waiting. Vinicius Junior! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Cannavaro. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. No way through. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Saliba cuts it out. Son Heung-min. And he's in on goal. And Guti! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, and looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Oh, no joy this time. Guti. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Serginho. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Nuno Mendes. And he's had it nicked away. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Cannavaro. Pedri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
There will be 1 minute
Dani
added time.
Olmo gets a foot in here. Threads one in. Vinicius Junior looking to run onto it. Saliba. That's it for the first period of extra time.
Just a quick reminder today.
Well,
Please
it has
refrain
been a
from parking
punishing game,
outside
both
this
physically
stadium.
and mentally.
Thank you very
But
much
does
for your
either
cooperation.
team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitutions taking place.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Arda Güler. And it's Pedri. Pedri! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Arsenal get their 4th corner. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nuno Mendes. Howson. Van Bouten. Guti. And it's Son Heung-min. Looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. a pretty loose pass. Son Heung-min. Out again for a throw-in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Another throw-in. Serginho has it in a wide position. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Referee's given a throw. Tries to pass it through. Vinicius, oh, he's been caught on it here. He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Pedri. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
That's the keeper's ball.
There will be 1 minute
Arsenal
added time.
have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! That really is quite fabulous. And that is as far as it goes. Manchester United have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. So there it is. What struck you most about that? So here we are, another day of pride, pomp and polarisation, as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes, though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Genuinely a hit. Batistuta! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Batistuta has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today?
I would think there's an extremely good chance.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Serginho. Now here's the delivery. There's the shot! Goal! Arsenal! The breakthrough strike! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So, a breakthrough, or chance for a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
Mbappe. Roberto. Distributed tidily, under an awful lot of pressure. Costa Curta. And Roberto. That's a good ball out wide. Harrison was in no mood for any of that. And no, he's seen through all of that. Looking to play him in. And it's Batistuta. Just the keep, and Batistuta! Oh, classic Batistuta! He's got himself an absolute peach. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Not the most accurate pass. Arda Güler. Pass is just off target. Short changes him with that pass. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's made. Shot a goal! Serginho.
Arsenal clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a...
Oh, what a mistake! And he's running through! So much time and space here. Van Balten does well to stand firm and defend it. Nuno Mendes. Strong running down that left flank. Goulet. That's Valverde. Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. Tries to play it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Vinicius Junior! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Vinicius Junior deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And he's picked out the run. It's a promising position. Ball comes in. Valverde. That's a cute ball. That is good alertness. Howson. Mbappe. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Serginho. Roberto. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Goulet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe. Pedri. And it's Serginho. Played into space. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. And a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Saliba gets it away. Manchester United are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Cannavaro is there, and he can pick it up. Well, nicely intercepted. Roberto. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Serginho. Now, who's going to be first to this? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's gone for goal! And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. That looks a cracking ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Now it's Mbappe. He has found a way through. Pedri. And the half-time whistle goes. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 5, Federico Valverde.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Number 22, De Bruyne. Number 26,
Saliba.
Substitutions taking
Manchester
place.
United come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Alexander-Arnold. And there's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Just eases him off the ball. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Cannavaro. And he's forced to go back. Nuno Mendes. Goulart did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pinches it off him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Dani Olmo. And he's managed to get free. Nice control. Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Bruyne. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Arda Güler. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear that
He's through, it's a shooting chance! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is...
Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Dani Olmo. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. Cannavaro. Batistuta!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And he's worked it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, that pass isn't the best. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Batistuta! Contact was certainly crisp, didn't quite come off.
Well, he's the type that always fancies himself, Peter, in these situations, and with very good reason.
Serginho. It's Van Dijk. De Ligt. De Bruyne. Well read, nice interception. Alexander-Arnold. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7, Batistuta. Number 9, Gulen. Number
Cannavaro.
3, William
Van Dalten.
Coming on the
Arsenal
field.
finding their
Number
passes.
21, Rodrigo. Number 13, Guti.
Van
Number
Dalten.
18,
Alexander-Arnold.
Substitution.
Rodrigo. And he cuts out the supply. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's let fly! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Now it's Bebeto. Nuno Mendes. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nuno Mendes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Stones powering forward here. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Oh, really well played.
What a throw in. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And here's Savinho. Now it's Bebeto. And it's Guti. And here's Rodrigo. Serginho. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Can he finish? They've scored! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
De Bruyne plays it through. Savinho in acres of space out wide. And the finish! They've done it! Manchester United are back on level terms. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to...
He's having a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Alexander-Arnold, and that was nowhere near his best.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, it's a... Can he finish? Yamal. Bebeto. And it's Serginho.
There will be 3 minutes added
He's going to be
time.
disappointed with that. Driving forward. Into the channel. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. It's a really well-measured ball. Manchester United go in search of a late winner. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Guti. Just about within shooting range. So close, but that's it. The full-time whistle has gone. Manchester United came so close to executing the perfect smash and grab, but it just was not to be.
As scores are level after 90
Well, we
minutes,
can only
there will
hope
now
we
be
get
30
an extra
minutes
time
of
contest
time.
of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22, De Bruyne.
Stern test
Coming
this
on
for
the
the
field
endurance,
is
for the character of the
number
players
11,
as we head into
Bellingham.
extra time.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Now, can they get him away? Guti's cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, played right into his path. Guti makes the interception. Well, the ball's gone astray. Van Bouten. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nuno Mendes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Savinho is herring after that one. Pedri, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Pedri, Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Can he get on the end of this? Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Serginho. And Savinho. He's found a way through. Savinho. Serginho. Played out wide. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great vision. And this is Aajha. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! Now it's Rodrigo. He's looking wide, but it's ended up in no man's land. Brilliantly cut out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Yamal. Serginho. He's picked his way through. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
With the owner of a blue car parked
Now,
outside
both teams
the
have
stadium
run
gate,
themselves into the
kindly
ground out
move
there.
as it is
Does
about to be
anyone
towed away.
have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? And Bebeto! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Arsenal take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Bebeto showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rijkaard. Cannavaro. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. Rijkaard. Oh, that's a key interception. Manchester United are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is
A header! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Hazard. Referee's given a throw. And it's Serginho. He's gone for goal! Savinho. Yamal. Savinho. Alexander-Arnold. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is through here!
Arsenal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now that looks a decent ball. Pass somewhat off target. And time is up. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won.